Participating in Live with Kelly and Mark undoubtedly allowed Mark Consuelos to reveal a different side of himself. As Kelly Ripa went on her merry way, Mark ruled the household. Their home had been haunted by startling bachelorisms while she was away, and Kelly was besieged with them after her return. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa discussed their weekend plans on a recent edition of Live with Kelly and Mark. They occasionally take short vacations from one another, despite having recently celebrated 28 years of marriage. Mark recently went on a long vacation to watch their Italian soccer team win a major match. That was the situation last weekend when Kelly opted to take a break instead. Mark was left behind as Kelly enjoyed a weekend of amazing cuisine and fashion. With her niece in tow, Kelly Ripa had made the journey to SCOD. She goes so far as to reshare a photo from SCOD President Paula Wallace's Instagram account within her own. They are seen sitting close together in the photo, which was taken during a fashion event. Also, Paula Wallace reciprocates Kelly's mention of SCOD on the live show by posting a clip to her Instagram stories. Though Kelly and her niece were enjoying themselves well, she was clueless about her husband's whereabouts while she was away. Mark Consuelos was planning some pranks when Kelly Ripa went on her weekend retreat. Mark had a mountain of sports news to cover on Live with Kelly and Mark. Kelly had no idea that Mark was having a blast being home alone. Kelly was excited to write on coastal Italian dining in Savannah, Georgia, but he seemed unconcerned about losing out on that. On the contrary, he cheerfully announces, "I got to watch sports and sports and sports." On top of that, Kelly brought up the fact that Mark was thoroughly enjoying his weekend return to being a bachelor. She returned to find a completely chaotic house. Without a doubt, each and every restroom had an elevated toilet seat. Similarly, there were mountains of washing when she got home. Mark Consuelos liked piling up dirty clothes in the bathroom corners, says Kelly. He even astonished her by putting some of the garments in the right hamper at one point, she remembers. Particularly puzzling, given her usual demeanor, she yells out, "May God strike me dead." Mark responds by saying, "That's not a good habit. I've decided to stop doing it." However, during the weekend of limitless rules, his innocent aspirations were allowed to roam freely. When you're not around, it's like. Mark admits, "I had Formula One in the kitchen, I had golf on in one room," he says with a giddy grin. His voice cracks with enthusiasm as he proclaims, "I was drunk with power."